Hello, and welcome back to Few and Far Between. We are excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the world of Exandria. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have.
Hey everybody, this is Bill, and I play Orgoth Skullcrusher.
Hey everybody, do not mind the puppet. I am here. I'm Jaiden playing Laphus.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I'm playing North.
Mira playing Voka, and I remembered to change my name today.
Yay!
Yay!
Awesome! Oops,
I
I just hit
know.
my mic. Okay. Hi, everyone. Apparently everybody they're all playing like web fishing on a side monitor, and I've got all my DMing stuff up, so I don't have room or time to play web fishing. But web
It's
fishing is the
open.
game.
I'm not gonna play during the game.
I know, but it's
This
nice to
episode is
have
sponsored.
open.
This episode is unofficially sponsored by Webfish.
Yes, unofficially.
I have an addiction.
It's so
This is
good.
the gaming hotness you can get into if you hang out on our Discord server.
Exactly.
Yes, I want to do a big room with like 12 people in it, just
That would be
of all of us
fun.
fishing. So, anyway, is there anything else we need to talk about before we jump right in?
I think so.
Okay, if everyone is
I'm missing
ready.
one fish, y'all.
Yeah.
So excited. I'm so excited
Um.
for today.
Okay, so any fish you catch on web fishing, you're actually like fishing off the side of the boat, off of your boat.
Oh my God.
We're sky fishing,
Sky
actually.
fishing. Yep.
That's gonna be a long ass line. Oh my god.
Well, if everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Few and Far Between, episode 105, An Eggscellent Adventure. Waka waka waka. Last time, you continued your adventures in the city of Emon. Lapis, after some shopping, you were tired back to the luxury suite you were staying at, but were
Yeah.
interrupted by assassins sent to kill you. They warned you to watch out for the many, but Lapis easily sent them scrambling for their lives after killing their leader and scaring off their dog. After North's visit to Allura, you, Voka, and Orgoth attended Mademoiselle Russell's Cirque Wonderland, a circus populated by awakened plants and bushes. While trying to purchase VIP tickets to the show, Orgoth spoke to a fortune teller named Forsythia, who told him to watch out for someone you remember, someone you forget, someone with a favor, and another with a threat. Meanwhile, as Lapis was relaxing in the rental, I almost said Airbnb when I typed this all out. She heard a commotion out front. She investigated to find two hurt city watchmen who had been attacked, and five beat up, unconscious thugs lying in the street outside of the house. Lapis, what do you do?
So there's no issue. I don't have to like vaporize anyone again.
Nobody's moving. You see those two arms of Amon, not arms. The what are they called? The the city watchmen. They are just unconscious and kind of moaning.
She does that thing where she just like looks down at them and just goes, "Hey, you all right?"
One of them like just like it looks like he has like a knife wound in his back and he's kind of holding it, but it looks superficial. It looks like the assassins who are trying to get them interrupted them in the midst of. So the assassins got interrupted while they were trying to attack the guards silently, and they didn't get. They're fine, and they look up at you like, oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Are you okay, miss?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Was that the many again?
um, they go over and start searching the bodies, the unconscious, and they start like putting manacles on them. And one of them pulls out pulls up his shirt, and you see a tattoo. That's like a star symbol, like five-pointed stars with like little small points in between the big points, and in the center is a pentagram, a red pentagram.
So is that like their symbol,
And
or
that appears
I
to
don't know
be
these
from.
people.
We catch some of these myriad motherfuckers uh, trying to like get into the city, get into trouble. They're just nothing more than a minor occurrence. The clasp is taking care of most of them, as far as I'm concerned. Just a bunch of ruffians. Ugh.
Well, all right. I mean that's fine as long as nobody's injured, I guess. So, well, dead.
Yeah, nobody. It appears as if nobody died. Nobody died. Like whoever like beat up the 5 myriad members, just kind of beat them up, knocked them unconscious, and left them.
And left.
Yeah.
Did you know who did this at least?
We were knocked for days. We saw one of the bodies fly against the wall of the house. Is probably what woke you up. You got thrown pretty far.
Well,
You must,
she
you
looks
must have a guardian
over.
angel looking out after you.
Oh no, 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 no. I don't believe in that. Regardless, do with them what you will. I'm gonna continue on with my night.
Sorry to bother you. Please enjoy. And he kind of gets up the other people, and he actually like just pulls him to the middle of the street, and you see him pull out a little sending stone and call for backup, like basically a paddy wagon.
And as that happens, she's just gonna go back inside. And even though it's like middle of the night, she actually hired somebody to come in, and she's getting a painting done.
Okay. Okay. Amazing.
Tell me she's gonna be on a horse, like what? Hair in the wind or something.
The oh god, what else? They just leave you to your devices, so you go in and continue that. The circus is wrapping up. And people are starting to get up and leave. Like actually, there's like a couple more acts after the big strongman act, where Orgoth interrupted and came in and lifted the table. There's one where somebody holds up this portable hole and like puts it against a wall, and suddenly all of these animals run out of it and do acrobatic tricks and then run back into the portable hole. And they're like, ta-da! And at the end, this big, like as the animals are starting to pop out of the hole, this big elephant kind of sticks its head out, and like his trunk makes a lot of noise, and like, kids are laughing everywhere. And
Voka's like holding his quill, and he's like, "Well, that's just cheating."
it's obviously
Is
a
it,
portable
though?
hole, but like, how did they get the elephant in there? That's somebody next to you, like on the table. How did they get the elephant in there? That's crazy.
He like sighs. He's like aggressively writing. His notes are like small. They have addendums. Like he's like added on to like his notes. They're messy and almost incoherent.
The rest of the rest of the circus is kind of chill. There's like a big where there's like 5 or 6 different acts happening all at once, and there's like so much to look at, and there's like magic fireworks happening in the background, and the audience is just eating it all up. And Voka, this is probably like this is they're not like individually great acts, but they're all like there's a bunch of them. They're like throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. So it's just like a big chaotic kind of like 3-ring circus. And at the end, the plant with the bush with the top hat and the bow in its hair in its bush comes out and says, "And welcome." Sorry, why does Russell have that accent? Well, welcome. I don't know what I was going there. Thank you for coming to Mademoiselle's Russell's Cirque Wonderland. We hope that will be here for another week. Bring your friends. Please help yourselves to refreshment on the way out. And have a good night. And he waves a little bushy hand. And people start getting up and they're applauding.
Yeah, no, let's leave while he's doing his goodbye speech, because then everyone's gonna just go towards the doors.
Yeah, we get up and go early. We're beating the traffic.
As you get to the front door, they've somehow set up another tent where the entrance is, and then there's a gift shop.
Oh, it looks like we have to exit through the gift shop.
They always.
What's in the gift shop? I need to know.
There are
I see.
t-shirts, there are balloons, there are toys, lots of stuffed animals of like plant people.
Are there very specific snow globes?
There are very specific snow globes.
Okay.
Like there's the strong man with the big like giant muscles and the one leotard with a strap over one shoulder holding a table.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There is an azalea plant, and she has a little like name tag. It says Wilhelmina on it, and there's like a little like cartoon bush with a top hat and a bow tie and a little like ribbon in its hair, and on the tag. And she's like, is there anything I can help you with? Anyone, please?
How much are the shirts?
They are 5 silver, please.
I'm gonna buy 4 of them.
You're truly buying merch from these people. Have you no
I'm
sense
buying
of
4 of them.
loyalty?
They have
4 of them in the proper sizes.
They have logos and everything.
I want the most garish one they have.
Oh yeah, they do. They have like, it's like different like plants like in different poses, and the moon is in the like upper right hand corner. Like it's like 3-plant moon. So
They also have hats or something like that.
They also have Russell, basically hats where you're basically putting Russell on top of your head.
Souvenir tanks.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Big giant
I just
large
want to have like
pencils.
big, like a souvenir jug or something, whatever. Like
Yeah.
a tankard.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Look, I'm gonna go straight with you, Ron. I'm gonna spend like 10 gold in merchandise, all in 4s. And I'm gonna make a point to give it to everyone.
Pretty good.
Oh, that's really nice, North. Thanks. These are great.
But this is with the most shit-eating smile when I give them to Voka. This is good marketing.
This is great. I'd love having this in my possession.
This is
You're welcome.
taking so much time that a lot of the people who were in the tent behind you have already passed you up, and a few of them have bought stuff, but you're kind of in there alone, and you see Mademoiselle Russell come out, and he's like, "Oh, there you are, Mr. Voka."
You're like you're looking at 2 identical boys.
Oh God.
Hi.
Okay.
I'm Akov, and this is my brother Voka.
It's just like the slow head turn of like the. Did you call yourself?
Akov.
It's just my name backwards. And Moses, like his head snaps forward. And he's like, "Yes, 'tis I."
Oh. My one of my assistants told me that you were here to review us.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, yes. He like tucks his like insane notes away that don't look like review notes at all. They look like the jealous ramblings of a boy without a budget.
So, Mr. Voka, where is this review going to be published? We would love to have some like blurbs we can put on our posters. Can you give us a blurb for our poster, perhaps, that we could put it on the posters now?
I haven't really workshopped a blurb. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean,
Well, you know, us circus people, we have to lift each other up. We have to support each other, and we have to make.
My experience tonight, it really, it took root in my heart.
Wink.
so did. You're so right, brother.
Poor
It's
Orgoth.
just like looking at Akov, and being like the shadow face, and then looking back to like Russell and it being like the sparkly face. Yes, it surely was an experience to remember forever.
You got he has like a little plant boy who like is in a like actually still in his pot, and the pot kind of hops. He's like, I'll write it down, and Mademoiselle
Oh,
Russell, and writes it
I'm
down.
sure. Does that count as a blurb?
It
Does
does.
that blurb-
It does count as a blurb. Um, where is this review going to be published in? I subscribe to all of the circus-based magazines and periodicals.
We're kind of a startup. I'm the first of my kind. I
A
suppose.
startup? You're starting your own periodical?
Yes.
You
As it
see this
continues to
gleam,
fly.
and you see this gleam in like one of his leaves that looks like his eye, and he goes, perhaps I could write an article or two. And I do, and he like pulls up from his bushes. He pulls out these like papers,
Oh no!
and
I
it's
hadn't
all
heard
like
about this podcast idea.
the science of circus.
Oh,
You'll have to look up Lion Crest Publishing. This is where we do our business.
Lionecrest Publishing, Lionecrest. And he's like, yes, sir, I've got it down,
a publishing firm.
No.
You do now. Lion Crest
Like,
Publishing.
North pulling names out of their ass and just like, we're gonna be gone tomorrow anyways.
Can also add. Wait, another blurb. You won't want to leave.
That's perfect. That's so perfect. You got that. Yeah, you won't want to leave.
damn it, that one was good.
Thank you.
This is perfect for us, Mr. Voka and Mr. Akov.
Yes. A
Yes.
calf, yes.
Yes. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If he kind of like you're starting to leave, and he kind of like follows you a bit and says, if there was something that you think we could have done better, what would that be?
Well, for one, and he starts like this kind of like, like on the surface, he's like obviously like giving them like tips and tricks, but if you were to look deeper into it, he's definitely kind of slighting them and being like, you have this whole quantity over quality thing going on. 3 rings, that's a little much, don't you think?
I absolutely love that.
Russell's
One
looking back at you.
one of us tells truth, the only other tells lies.
I couldn't tell which
It's
one
up
is
to-
which.
It's up to you to figure out which.
You got to mow, and you see the little plant boy. He hops over to one of the tables, the gift tables, and gets a little notebook with Russell's face on it because he's already filled up the other notebook, and he opens a new notebook and starts writing in stuff. You got all that. You got all that. Yeah, I got it. Mr. Voka, Mr. Avok, Akava, thank you so much for attending. I see that you've already bought one of everything from our gift shop. I was going to offer you.
What of every? What did it multiply? I mean, yes, this is a great use.
You know, in the arts, we like to support other artists.
We have to
This is
lift each
great.
other up. That's
is a-
true. That is very true.
This is a great use of company funds.
If anything, I would just recommend the line getting in was a bit long. You seem to have the budget. Maybe put another booth to enter just to streamline the process.
Yes, all of that.
And he takes it with heart. Like he actually is like, this is like something that's going to make us better. Like he's taking it seriously. And he's
I'm
like,
being serious.
if you're going to be in town, please come back. And if you want to do an act, we would surely let you. We always enjoy having guest acts.
We couldn't, unfortunately. We're flying out tomorrow morning.
You're flying. You travel by the by.
Yes.
Do you have the wings?
Yes.
He kind of like looks around and sees your bag, like no wings there, and he's like,
They're hidden.
You're obviously the one who lies.
Really? I am a man and being of many tricks and illusions, my friend. I
Well, then there
assure
you
know
go.
that.
That's the lies.
100%.
And Mademoiselle Russell does a deep bow. His top hat doffs itself somehow, and then he heads on back to the plant boy. Point, 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 point. Bounces behind him, leaving you and a few gift shop employees behind.
I'm gonna wait until we're around the corner to.
You're leaving out, and you got it.
They left. I wrote down "This'll be a night to remember." Is that good?
That's good. You should have spoken up.
The boy shop. What was that?
Oh, I wrote down a couple things. I wrote down "This'll be a night to remember."
This'll be a night to remember. Okay.
Right. And then I wrote "It's time to turn up the volume."
Time to turn up the volume.
And I had one really short, like a shirt that's just "Kale, yeah," like
Kale,
maybe. And then I had maybe as a blurb you could have something like, "I was so excited I wet my plants."
I don't think my mom would like that. That seems a little bit risque, a little blue.
Yeah, maybe that's a real risque one.
That's for the after show.
You could do it on your adult-only nights.
Oh, Bill, take an inspiration for that.
People do wine and circus all the time. Maybe, I don't know.
And he hops away with all this brand new material.
I could write some for you too, Voka.
What would I even say? I don't have a planned motif. Those were really good. I'm not even. I'm not.
I'm sure you're gonna come up with what you're like. You're like the fact that your tent is really magical. All those things happen and appear and disappear, and the music, and the balloon stuff.
I mean, it was not like Cirque du Soleil level, but it was still pretty good.
You're right. I can make balloons my thing.
Yeah.
It'll blow you away.
It would probably really inflate the number of people that come to your shows. You could pump up the fun.
There's too many. I'm reaching my pun limit. If I hear another pun, I might explode. Yes. Yeah. I was trying not to say it.
All right, Orgoth. I don't wanna pop your balloon for you, but we're gonna have to stop.
Voka just throws his hands up and he's just
I make one dad joke the title of the show, and you guys have to outdo me. So.
All right, are we there yet?
And Voka from the distance screams. Taking psychic damage. You've out-trickstered the trickster cleric.
We've turned into bullies. Oh no.
So, where are you headed to?
Back to our hotel room or our fancy hot springs room.
Yay!
What time is it? Is it late?
It's
now,
late.
Or is
it's kind of like 9 or 10. I mean, they are this is farmland out here, so they all have to get up at the
oh yeah,
crack
we're
of
way
sun.
down south.
Yeah.
What time are we leaving tomorrow? Like, I have to go back at some point and get a list of some like ingredients and stuff from Gilmore's, some components.
Early morning, I thought.
Yeah, but I don't like. Are we leaving like right away early or like 10 bells or?
Well, I did at some point, and he pats his sword. Need to get some ash from the creator to get my enchanted scroll thingy, but I'm sure we'd have time to do errands if they were quick.
I could show up at the
quick.
at the skyport and just tell Gunry and all that we're just gonna take it easy in the morning.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, we'll coordinate with Laphus when we get back to the spa, right? And then we'll figure out.
I mean, yeah, we got a room for her.
Yeah.
Assuming she's
You haven't
back,
seen
of
her
course.
since Gilmore's.
Well,
She's
that's what
an
she
AWOL.
said. She messaged that she'd meet
Yeah.
us at the
Maybe.
spa, and maybe the circus. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
So you head back to the hotel room, to the inn, and anything happening for the rest of the night?
I think Voka pooped.
Okay.
A lot of day of holding it together, literally.
Okay, you head to your rooms and you rest. Lapis, anything else for the rest of the night? The painting probably takes up much of the time.
I mean, that's fine.
You're up late because it's okay. You can be late. You're an elf, so.
Mhm.
So the next morning, the day is yours. Lapis, you are not interrupted at all. Again.
Fucking finally.
The day is yours. What would you like to do?
Well, everybody said we're leaving first light, so she's gonna be at the dock first light.
Okay. No, you head there. I don't think anybody else is there.
No,
I think
nobody
North
else.
was gonna get it. Like North was gonna get there early to just like tell Gunnery like, okay, let's slow down a bit, because these boys have made choices, and I've.
No one can ever just do the thing and just be like, "All right, let's go," and so everyone's like, "Wait, I gotta stop. I gotta stop."
Can't calm down.
Lapis, you get there first. There is a chief gunnery and the
Eh.
crew, and the halflings are helping, like they're loading things onto the boat. In North, you see North show up, kind of like checking on everything.
Oh, they're still here.
Did they get more people, by the way?
They did not. They only have the 4.
Okay.
Thank fuck. Is Arthur there?
Arthur is there, yes.
Well, good morning, mothers and fuckers.
Morning, sir. Morning, Captain.
What? No morning for me when I first came around. North came an hour later. What the fuck is this shit?
we were busy moving stuff onto the boat. We thought you were just waiting for everybody. We don't want to.
You know, there's a thing to it, Lapis, called saying hello when you get somewhere.
You know, you would think, but no.
There we go. That's the reason. Anyways, Voka and Orgoth have some errands to do this morning, so take it easy, guys.
Lapis and North, as you're standing there, you see this person in a cloak approaching both of you.
Stop where you are. Don't get any closer, otherwise I will fucking kill you.
What?
Sorry,
What?
I just... And she pulls down the hood, and it is the dragon elf, Faldethanor.
All right, so you're not an assassin.
Sorry, I didn't
Do you
mean
know
to
about that?
scare you. I'm just...
Oh, you didn't scare me. I'm just more annoyed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there someplace we can talk in private?
She looks around.
Just nobody here except for the crew moving things onto the boat. Both of you.
Come on. I gotta put in the. I gotta go put a painting up anyway.
Okay.
And she's
What?
gonna head over into the captain's quarters.
Lapis
Oh,
is
I wanna see
carrying.
that.
Well, how big is this painting, by the way?
No, like I would have had some like people bring it in.
Oh, got it.
Like
got
it's
it.
a large painting.
Got it. So it's like got a little like wrap and everything.
It's all wrapped up completely, and you can definitely tell like the frame is made like out of like a nice mahogany wood, and just like ornate.
This is mahogany.
And she follows you onto the ship.
and go into the captain's quarters.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. She's like nervous. She's kind of like wringing her hands a bit, and she like lets the cloak kind of fall and puts it onto a chair, nearby chair. She's wearing traveling clothes. Like she was just wearing kind of clothes, like work clothes, when you saw her. Um, but she's wearing like darker clothes. Um, so um, that that woman, the mage, took me to the council. Uh, I was so scared, but they told me to talk to them and tell them what happened, and I I told them about finding the egg, and I told them about uh, trying to take care of it and feeling a need to take care of it. I tried to tell them how important it was, and they started screaming about this dragon named Thordak.
Yes, the
And
Cinder King 20 years ago.
I mean, yes. And
Yes. You know the big crater, that whole thing. That's like historically,
yeah,
that's his
they're
fault. Yeah,
going
yeah.
to
That one
they're going to destroy the egg.
makes sense.
I mean, you've heard of nature versus nurture. I have to take care of that egg. I
No,
felt
you don't.
drawn to that egg.
No, you don't.
But they're going to kill it. They're going to kill that little baby.
I mean, it takes a lot of people to take care of one dragon.
Like how many?
Um, Probably like, oh, how many people took care of the one? It was about like 20 to 30 people, and it was on rotation.
Ugh,
And you by yourself, I doubt the druids would really want to help. I doubt anybody here would want to help
that
a child of Thordak.
the fire Ashari. The fire Ashari. When they found out that I took the egg and didn't tell anybody, they fired me for my duties.
I mean, historically, didn't Thordak just bust out of a big freaking tear in the heart of their village, killing many?
But it's just a baby. It can't. It's just
You want to play dolls? Is that what you want to do?
this baby.
Because I can buy you some dolls.
And she just starts crying.
Don't give the tears. You honestly don't know what you need in order to take care of a child, especially one like this. Especially a dragon. One that has history, very bad history with a lot of people here.
So
I mean, not just here, across the freaking continent of Taldori.
so there's no chance. I came here to ask if you wanted to help me.
I will not help you. This is
Break-
not my thing. I already have enough things to deal with.
Could you tell me about what it takes? I mean, I don't know if I'll ever find another dragon egg, but it's all I can think
If
about.
Well, if you don't find another one, then count your blessings. It is not a good thing. I'm glad that most of us are killed off.
Just, and she's kind of like stuttering. There's no anyone else like us.
If there is, maybe like a handful scattered, but no, not a lot of people started, worshiping the dragons the way we used to. One
What?
like you would probably have been killed if you were in one of the villages.
What happened to all of the dragon elves?
You don't want to know, especially with many adventurers coming up, killing villages, people try to protect their own dragons. A lot of slaughter. Especially after the whole Chroma Conclave sort of situation.
She nods. And
I mean,
says,
even then, like, we were killing our own kind. If we ever found another race, like, personally, me and you, if that whole thing was still, going on, I would have immediately killed you, no questions asked.
really?
Yeah, we're very territorial. And again, you know, you would have been mated with the dragon, and then you would have immediately died, giving birth to a giant egg. You saw how big that egg was. Imagine that coming out of your body.
Is that... So we were just born to die.
Well,
Aren't we all?
yeah, many of us are. But, us specifically, we were made to be able to breed pure dragons, no, half-breed sort of situations.
Isn't one of these terms kind of brood mares or something like that?
Yeah.
How do I get this feeling out of my head? Like,
Just don't think about it. Pretty much it.
I'm going to have to start over. I'm going to have to find another. If the druids I trained with found out that the Fire Ashari fired me, though they won't take me back. I'm sure they already know. I don't know what to do.
Understandably so. This is a big thing you hid from them and stole from them. If someone
It was
stole
just
from
floating
our
there.
cargo,
It just popped up. It
if
wasn't.
someone took from under my command, I would have them thrown overboard. You're wearing traveling clothes. Are you expecting some kind of asylum from us?
I wanted to see if you'd help me steal the egg back before they destroyed it, but
Fuck
obviously
no.
you're not.
Look at yourself. You're basically crawling in front of us. Do you think you have what you need? Not to be just a dragon mother, to be a mother, period.
No.
Then you have your answer. Because being a mother is the biggest sacrifice someone makes. Even if you have the easiest child. You put your life aside for something else that isn't you, and you don't even look like you understand what it means. So fuck off with those ideas of being Mama Dragon.
What do I do now, though?
That's not my decision. That's fucking yours.
Go elsewhere, start anew, start fresh. Don't bother us with trying to steal a dragon egg. I mean, you could do it if you want. Just know that, nobody will help and you'll probably get killed for it or, worse, be sent to a prison of some sort.
I ain't above snitching.
So you're not going to help me.
No, I don't know how much
I thought
more.
that was clear.
It's very clear, but I mean, not even with. I just don't. I feel helpless. I don't know what to do.
Well, not that.
I was
Just-
also angry. I yelled at the nice blonde mage lady. She wasn't
Well-
happy, and also this halfling just kind of got up in my face.
Lady Kima, is it?
I think that was her name. Yes.
She's pretty cool. See, she mustn't have been an easy child. Neither was I. Can you imagine a dragon?
she
Just
kind
go
of
out there, fucking reinvent yourself. Find something else. I'm not gonna give you a job or anything. You're just gonna cry every time you do something wrong.
okay.
Just toughen up.
I'll find a way to be strong. And she takes her robe and puts it back over her shoulders and puts the hood back up. Kind of just waves. Thank you. And she walks out the door.
So Laphus, you pop eggs out of there?
I mean, one would normally, burst before that ever even became a thing. Your stomach would pop open and boom, dragon egg.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's.
So you're just kind of like grown to be vessels. That's
Yep.
ooh, ooh.
Yeah, it's a fun thing.
I won't ask you because I know you're very private, but I'm glad you got out of there.
Ugh, I'm glad to. Uh, regardless, and she peeks her head out, claps her hands a little bit, and like the people who were holding on to like the giant painting finally stroll in to put it back to put it up.
I was gonna say, were they in the room the entire
no,
time?
they were just waiting. They're waiting outside. No. So they come in. Where do you want it, miss?
And she's gonna point towards the back wall to where like the puzzle pieces and stuff like that are. Like that area is like completely blank.
And they start measuring and they start hammering some nails and like they have like the wiring on the back. Do you want to do a display or do you just want me to pull off the paper?
Oh no, I can do it. And she like does it herself. And what North sees is a very well painted a painting of specifically a nice ornate chair, like plush chair with ashes sitting on top of it, looking very regal. And right beside the two chairs are two skeleton dogs.
All hail. All hail. I'm
And-
okay with that.
And they put it onto the wall and they even it out and they level it out and like, is that good, miss?
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you.
And they head on out.
By the way, Ashes is definitely wearing like those old medieval style outfits, like the puffy sleeves and everything like that. Just
That's amazing. Oh, perfect. Voka. So what are you trying to do?
He's trying to get some ash from the crater for his sword,
Okay.
as per the instructions on this scroll.
Yes, you get up to the crater and you see these about 7 or 8 individuals, various species, wearing basically they're druids, and they've got like these symbols that look like kind of flames on their arms and on their mantle, on their shoulders, and they see you approaching. The crater is normally it's underground. It's like a cave. But there is lava that has kind of come up and boiled up
Yeah.
recently. That's what you saw when you kind of pulled
Mhm.
into recently when you flew into the skyport. But they see you approaching.
He's just gonna kind of give them like a half-hearted wave, and he's like scanning the ground for like suitable ash.
Can we help you? This one elf says.
Don't mind me. I'm just yeah, for some dirt.
They look at you like, what do you need dirt from outside of the cave? You can find perfectly good dirt down at the bottom of the mountain.
Guys, trust it must be this aspected dirt. Don't. I'm just following the instructions.
Who gave you instructions?
He's gonna narrow his eyes at me, and he's just gonna be like, "Pray under what? I guess on some level of authority do you have to ask me that question?"
Give me a second. I have to come up with a name. Give me a second.
I come into your house and you're asking me why I'm trespassing. Excuse me.
This is a public crater.
I don't think these craters are public, but
They're
Um,
open air.
Well,
Depends whose crater it is.
the crater that is in the cave is not.
Yeah,
It's they let
I
people,
guess.
but the some of the lava that's up. There's like a little bit of lava dripping down the side.
Yeah.
Why is Druid not on here? There it is. Okay. And he's an elf, so I am Lant Avirio of the Fire Ashari. It is my job to make sure that no one stumbles into this hellhole and becomes burned to a crisp.
and also find dragon eggs apparently.
Well, I'm Voka, first name, and I'm here for some ash to put on this cool sword as part of an enchantment.
Fucking mages are fucking everywhere.
Okay, back it up. What do you have? Someone. What do you have against mages or those who can do magic in general? It's
The
really
mages.
fantastic.
There are so many mages who are just plying their wares and trying to fool perfectly good people into doing things to make magic items, to gather ingredients for them to cast spells. It's all a sham. There's so many mages in this city that are out of work and desperate to make money, and they probably scammed you.
That sounds like the insane ramblings of a guy who can't do magic but really wants to. Sorry, I didn't mean to psychoanalyze you.
I
I'm just putting it out there.
I have my own magic. And you see him kind of turn red and his skin starts to turn to fire.
Okay. I don't care all that much about your red fiery skin. However, I do care about procuring some of the ash of this crater so I can turn my sword into a cool fire sword.
He turns
It's
back
upgrades.
He turns back to the elf and reaches down and just kind of takes dirt, holds it out.
He's a little pouch.
Drops it into your pouch.
Can I do an Arcana check on how magical this dirt is?
Oh yeah, totally, yeah.
Dirt's not magical, but at the same time, it's like it's just ash. Ash in general is not magical.
This whole entrance, this whole entrance to this cave, like the ground has been scorched over, over time. Nothing is growing up here.
That's true. What does a 14 grant me?
It is putting off heat. But the ground underneath your feet is also putting off heat.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to trust you on this one.
Now leave.
Their name was Lance, right? Lace or
Lant Avirio.
Lant Avirio. A name I shall remember for years to come. Goodbye, Lint.
I hope I never see you again.
Well, I have a talent for annoying people.
That much is obvious.
due to the serendipitous nature of my quest, I'm sure we will run into each other again, unfortunately. And he gives a deep bow, and he furls his cape as he leaves. He says, "Ta-ta now."
It's a good thing I'm neutral good. I wanted to murder that bitch, so.
See, we've named him, so he has to come back now.
Orgoth, what are you doing?
So Orgoth will go back to Gilmore's to get the component list, because I was supposed to pick that up in the morning.
Yes.
Which you can send me at some point.
Yeah, I need to do that. I totally forgot
I'm
about
assuming
it,
this
so.
is part of some longer multi-session quest to gather objects that I will then use to upgrade an item.
Yes.
None of which can easily be found here,
No,
of course.
Exactly. Of course.
Excellent. Then I'm going to, while I'm in the Abdar's promenade,
Yes.
I am going to send you a private message, citing
Okay.
for our listeners here in Zoom,
Okay.
if that's convenient.
Yes.
If you want it. And I'm going to look for that.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. 16.
There is a shop manned by a goblin named Narf.
Okay.
Narf.
And you go in,
Narf.
and he has exactly. I've got that for you. It's very popular among my kind.
Yeah.
Narf.
Yeah. Well, I've. It's gonna be a gift. So, how much is it? And then 2, what would it cost to wrap it up?
Well, if you want a used copy, it's probably 5 copper. If you want a brand new one, it's 1 silver.
Oh, but I think a brand new one. I'll splurge.
2 silver if you want a hardback copy.
Oh, yes. Yeah, hardback. That's good. That's even better.
And he gives it to you and wraps it up in a little, like, brown paper.
Okay, great. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Narf. It is a pleasure doing business with
Narf?
Narf.
you. And then once I'm done with that, his last thing would be going to the temple district.
Yes.
And he doesn't really know how to find this out. So he's going to kind of like go from, I don't know, temple to temple. I don't know if there's like a central, like, in religious information desk or somewhere he can go, because this is, now we're on the fringes of Orgoth's knowledge. But he wants to see if he can find out anything about Elistray.
Got it. Okay, I'd like you to make first an investigation check.
Okay. That's a little bit better. That's a 17.
Okay. You do find a like in the northeast corner, like it's spread. It's done in 4 different segments, right? Quadrants on the map, and there are the northeast corner has several like forested copses, COPSE, cops, like just little like areas that are like holy areas where there's forest there, trees, and there is a small temple to Corellon there, and it's manned by a bunch of elves.
He'll approach,
and you see, give me 2 seconds. Doing elves today.
It's Elf Day here.
Yeah. You see a tall elf, like almost 6 feet. Very short cropped black hair, ears kind of longer than normal, pale skin, doesn't get much sun. old, like probably 400, 500, 600 years old. Hello, dear sir. How can I help you? Welcome to the bowels of Corellon.
Um, you have a very beautiful location here.
Thank you.
I am, and he'll put a hand out. He's like, "Hello, I am Orgoth Skullcrusher. It is
Oh.
very nice to meet you."
He looks fragile as shit. He's just kind of like,
Okay.
a big squeeze, you're going to break some finger bones or something.
Yeah. I think he tries to be as gentle as he possibly can, and says, I'm trying to learn more about this. From everything I've been able to learn, an ancient hero named Ellistre.
Ellistre.
And I was directed to come and speak to you. Did they have some connection to Corellon?
There is a story of a young drow woman who traveled the wilds of Kryn Dynasty. What's the name of it? It's God, North, help me. The whole land, east part.
Zorhas?
Yeah, Zorhas. Yes, sorry, brain fart. Traveled the lands of Zorhas hundreds of years ago. They lived amongst the people, and they were kind. Though the people of Zorhas did not enjoy her company because they thought she was a emissary of the Spider Queen.
Oh. Yeah, I've had some I don't know, run-in connection with, I'm not sure how to describe it, but with Lolth. But I thought it was maybe supposed to be Lolth. But then I got a letter from my mama, and she talked to me about this Ellistre instead, and maybe like something to do with my father, who I've never met but was a drow. And drow, but I guess maybe, I don't know, there's some connection there, but I'm trying to figure it out. So I just thought I would try to like know more about Ellistre. But I think there's, I don't know, maybe some kind of connection with them, and I'm gonna make an insight check to see if I like kind of instinctively trust this person.
Make an insight check. Make an insight check.
As I'm rambling. I rolled insight. I rolled a 14.
Okay. With that 14, you believe that, like, the stories are, because he's telling kind of a generalized story that you've probably heard before, and
Right.
He might be holding something back.
Right. And so Orgoth says, this this is like the general stuff I keep hearing. Like, there was this wanderer named Ellistre, a young drow woman, did good stuff, right? Some kind of connection to Lolth, but wasn't a bad person. And I don't know. I'm starting to feel this weird, in some way, like kinship to that, because I don't think I'm a bad person, but I thought I had some weird connection to Lolth. But like all my all the people that I travel with have told me like, no, that's not true. Like, you can't be a chosen one of someone because they don't talk to you. But I got this armor, and then he like points to that is supposed to be like a gift from the
quite he like takes out some not sunglasses, but like glasses, and like squints at them.
But it's to like protect like the drow people, and I just want to do the right thing by all these people, because I think I made a bunch of mistakes.
So you're
So
wishing to be forgiven for your mistakes
I
by
don't know if it's
Elistri?
forgiven as much. Like I didn't come for like a confession or something. I came for maybe more like insight and understanding and of like but everything keeps now going back to this Elistri and just like maybe this was Elistri's armor at some point, but my father left it for me. But my mother, he said it was because like I was have
Armor
some
that has been
connection.
enchanted by the gods can change form to fit its user if they are deemed worthy.
Well, I'm pretty sure it did that because it, you know, like how could he have left a armor for me, when I was only like a little baby, and then have it actually fit later? He'd have to be like some
Then
super.
perhaps you are a chosen one.
Yeah,
That's Ron
okay,
laughing, by the
but I
way.
pretty much have had that like that whole idea has been kind of blown up. Like that's not the thing. I mean, I thought that for a while, but then it just seemed like that's not the thing, right? But now it's like my father told my mama that he was a champion of Elistry. But when she asked him more about it, all he would tell her was that it was a dark mystery. Like that's the and he's got the letter out and he's reading
Okay,
from it at this point,
okay. He says,
right?
in the stories, the very few stories I have heard of the um, wandering woman, she chose no god. She followed no god, but she was there to protect her people. And she railed against what she called her mother.
Like who
I
was that a specific person or
I think
just
she
like
was. I think in general she was talking about the Spider Queen.
oh so
It could have been just the origins of where Drow come from, and those who have
oh
cast
okay
off.
right like not like actual like her actual mother or more of her uh like heritage
Yes,
mother
yes,
some
but
well
she.
like which like her actual mama or her like drow race
I cannot
mama
tell, but the
okay
stories say that it was that she was the dark mystery, the woman who worshipped no god.
oh, okay that okay so what uh, why did they send me to you because you're like an old drow and you would know this stuff or
Excuse me, I am not that old. I am a mere 542.
oh sorry I didn't mean to be offensive look I'm 17 so like pretty much everybody's old
A drop in the
compared to
drop in
me
the
so I didn't
bucket.
mean it but you're I'm sorry you are a wise and knowledgeable drow maybe is the better way to
Thank
put that
you for
um but
swerving to the correct terminology.
yeah but is it I mean is it just because of your drow heritage there's nothing to do with Coralon
Coralon protects all elves, and I am sure that those drow who do not follow whatever strange thing they are doing in the Kryn dynasty, I do not know. But those who wish Corellan's protection will be granted it.
okay well, that's really good to know because I think that the from what I know the drow that I'm supposed to be protecting like don't believe in Lolth. Don't follow Lolth. Like that's
That is
really
correct.
interesting. They sound like they are maybe more like Ellistree, like they don't follow a god. Huh. Okay. Oh.
I am not sure if I am helping, but it sounds like you are coming to some conclusions.
It is very much providing me with more things to think about, which for me could be good or bad. That's hard to say, but and he like reaches in his pouch and he pulls out 100 gold.
Okay.
And says, could I donate this to your
Of course, and he takes it.
For
He takes it and puts it like a silk handkerchief over it, and kind of like wraps it in the silk handkerchief and like pockets it.
Right, and says, thank you for the time and sharing your knowledge and your wisdom, and because Coralon's like one of the goodies. So
I believe he is, as you say, one of the goodies.
And he starts to get like that weird uncomfortable space that Orgoth gets into, and he doesn't know how to end a conversation. He's like,
and he says, if you'll excuse me, I do have duties I must attend to. Please enjoy our trees here, and spend as much time as you like.
Okay, thank you again. Bye. And he just like kind of like walks and looks at the trees, and then realizes that the morning is kind of getting on, and he's like, and he makes all haste to get back to the docks.
Okay, Voka, what little? Do you have anything else quickly that you can do? You good? You're going back to the. Okay, so you all meet up.
He gets his dash and he goes back.
Okay. Voka shows up first. Orgoth shows up a little bit, like you've been waiting, maybe about 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
I think we should go.
I'm gonna give him. Orgoth, you got 15 minutes to get to the ship, or we're leaving.
We wouldn't truly leave him, would we?
No.
I mean, I personally would, but this is our ship.
Orgoth Skullcrusher, your mom is calling you. Come to the front of the store.
Yeah, Orgoth. I don't know where Orgoth is at this point, but he's like, you get back this message of like, getting there as fast as I can. Had to make a couple stops. Don't leave without me.
There we go.
What would be funny is that if he was running and like he did not knowing that he could just get a carriage.
There's a carriage. There's like a horseback, like a horse carrying a cart riding past.
Right. I think like he's running and like literally what happens. And then he's like, and then he starts seeing some carts and he's like, oh yeah, that would be smarter. He stops and gets a carriage.
As Orgoth, as the cart with the horse pulling it pulls up, is actually on its way up the switchback road, up the mountain, up Cloud Top Mountain, to the port, the skyport. As you pull up, you see Orgoth, Voka, and North Voka and Laphus, I guess, waiting, and they're being approached by these two women. There's this one woman who is she is like has scarlet hair, wears kind of just a simple shift, looks like a farmer. She has sunburned skin, red hair, green eyes, and next to her is this woman who 5'5", pale skin, long straight auburn hair. They look like sisters. She looks like really like her hair is tied back with a purple ribbon, large expressive gray eyes, sad expression, but she's wearing this purple gown that's this giant hoop skirt. And there is a cart with about 4 or 5 suitcases on it. And
absolutely not.
The other woman, the farmer, comes up, and to all of you and says, "We are looking for. We have discovered that you are headed to Wildmount to the according to the skyport that your ship is headed to Port Damali
We're actually headed to market.
to Marquette. To Marquette. My information must have been incorrect.
It's a change of
My,
plans. We just got a message that there was an emergency. We have
my
to
name
go.
is Faith, and this is my sister Pura. Um, she is a warlock of the Archfey Emmanuel, god of deep and hidden magic, and she is going on a pilgrimage to Wildmount. And if that is
Congratulations!
yes,
Good for you. We're
um,
going to market.
Pura kind of like nods, but the shipping manifest that I so diligently researched earlier says that the Unnatural Disaster is headed um,
And
to Port
We
Damali.
will not be taking anybody on board.
Um,
We've
Voka,
already gotten our stuff. We have no room.
Voka elbows north and says,
Hmm?
we could at the very least question them.
Oh, be my guest.
you see
I've just been
her.
almost asked for charity once this morning.
This is not charity, and she pulls out these bars, golden bars, that are like there's like four of them, and she puts them on the on suitcase. This is 4,000 gold pieces. We would not be asking for
And
charity.
that's a farmer.
No, this is my sister. She.
No,
This
no,
is
but
her.
I mean, like,
Nope.
physically, there's a farmer bringing me 4,000 gold
This.
pieces.
Yes. But the sister. The sister's kind of like
Oh, so there's like a farmer, but then the other one looks more like a socialite, right?
yes. This is my sister Pura. Purah. She is um, a member of high society here. I have the I have been I am a farmer. I like to take care of my father's farm. This is my sister. She likes to talk with people and to go to parties. And she also is a warlock. But she is not a dangerous one. She also has taken a vow of silence and would be no trouble to any of you. And Pura kind of nods, reaches into her pouch, pulls out a fifth bar of gold, and puts it on there.
They are
How many
offering to
you
pay
got
it.
on you?
She pulls out a sixth one and puts it on there.
I'm gonna ask in Thieves' Cant. Got any more?
Make an insight check.
Here's the thing is that even if we bring you, we have to have our people bring in more stuff for food so nobody starves, and it's annoying.
She like looks at you and
That's a
casts a
14.
curate food and water spell and points at it.
Oh, you got the bland stuff. Got it.
I got a 14.
She does not seem to she doesn't recognize the thieves' can at all. It's very, very confusing to her. Neither
Why
of
do
them.
they
Neither of them.
all think that we're a passenger ship?
There are very few. This is just Ron talking. There's very few sky ships. I mean, sky ships are not like it's not like there's one leaving every day.
Yeah,
Yeah. So.
yeah. There was one that wanted to get on there.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's one and there's another one.
Well, one of them wanted us to steal something, and now we got this. And at least the halflings didn't bring more people.
No, they brought a fucking flump that they kidnapped.
You hear over the over the they hear that over the ships, the railing, and Corporal southeast, leeches over and says, no, we have to have a full audition process. That will take some time. We have to make sure that the people who join the Four Winds are perfect. So there's just no time to do an entire. We have to like put up flyers and whole thing, no, whole 9 yards. I just want to make sure that we have the perfect person. So there's just no time.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear Captain Gunnery, Chief Gunnery, is like, "Get back to work!" and like yells at the halfling, and the halfling jumps up to him.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Sorry, I looked over in web fishing and I see what Mira did.
Taking little pixel arts of our characters.
Oh,
Aw.
take a picture of it. Okay, we'll post it then.
But I'll post it and I'll post it in the servers.
Yeah.
But in Voka, he kind of like rolls his eyes and like he giggles a little bit. He likes fucking with the halflings.
And they're just waiting for a decision.
I mean, they are offering to pay us.
They are offering to pay, but honestly, just like write it on a fucking board somewhere. We're taking passengers. We're just a bunch of. We're tourists. We do tourism now. We bring people everywhere we want. We were just a fucking cab at some point.
What?
Narth,
Wait, we're taking tourists? I didn't
No,
know we
it-
add that to our like
No.
Orgoth shows up. What?
No.
it's not that deep. It's really not that deep.
I expect her to work.
I mean, odds are they probably will. Right?
You're going
I am
together?
not coming. I'm
Oh.
only my sister.
Well, then she's probably willing to work.
Wait,
No.
your sister said, "Hi, my name is Orgoth Skullcrusher. It's a pleasure to meet you." And he puts his hand out
And
towards
Pura
the
kind of does
fancy dressed person.
the feminine kind of like puts her hand out.
Right, I do
and-
the weird like that. He never knows what to do with that.
But
shake,
she
and
does
he's
not
like,
say anything. She just kind of nods.
And then he's still holding her hand. He just turns to her bells like, "Oh, so is this a passenger now? Are we?"
My
I'm
name
so
is
fucking-
the farmer ladies. My name is Faith. This is my sister Pura.
She just wants
Okay.
to come along with us so she can head over to Port Damali.
Please bang.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. That's where we're going then. Does everybody have headaches? Wait, what is there? Are you guys okay?
Oh no, they're
Bobby.
fine, Orgoth. They're fine. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
gonna throw myself off the ship.
Orgoth's like,
Have
well, I'm gonna get
fun.
on the ship, and 'cause I got some stuff I got to put away. But I'm sorry I was late. I'm good to go. And Orgoth just like under
Okay.
the ship.
Oh, it writes itself.
You know what? Whatever. Do whatever. Do fucking whatever. But if anything happens, it's on y'all. I'm gonna just climb on.
Faith, is that a yes? Looks at Laphus.
And Laphus just like looks at North, like leaving, and just goes, "Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, no, come on board. I just gotta get Gunnery to get some more supplies because even though you have your food and drink spell, I feel like they're gonna try to make you eat actual nutritious, delicious stuff."
There's no chambers left, so I hope you're fine with a fucking hammock.
My sister will sleep wherever. It is suffering. Making sure
Suffering is food for the soul.
Yeah, suffering is food for the soul. She will. It's being able to find out the deep, dark secrets of the universe, according to her.
Are you sure she's not in a like big cult or something? Because that sounds very culty at some point.
I don't understand warlocks either. It's just what she told me before she took the vow.
Oh, that's fine. All right. Well, do whatever it is you need to do.
And you see the Pura, her giant hoop skirt kind of swaying as she goes up the gangplank and onto the deck. And one of the Arthur comes
Fuck off,
No.
Arthur!
Arthur, get away. And she's going to look over at the girl and goes, ignore him. Don't even give him the satisfaction of knowing your name.
Voka like slides between Arthur and her like a coach's whistle, like.
Pura just kind of like silently nods, holds up her hand, a little eldritch black energy kind of like circles it, and she snaps. It goes pop, and she kind of puts her hand back demurely.
Arthur, that's what's gonna happen to your dick if you try too hard.
Pura blushes. And she heads on. The who else? Tomta, the dwarf, comes out and pushes the luggage onto the ship and takes it down below. And Chief Gunnery shows her a hammock down below. Captain,
Yes.
waiting for your orders.
Let's fucking set sail. Let's get out of here before someone else decides to climb on board.
Okay, all aboard. He looks around. They cast off.
Oh, can it be like as we're casting off, you hear like somebody saying, "Wait for me," and you just see like this lady with a child, like a baby, like trying to get on board, and she like holds up the child, like, "Please take him with you."
No.
No. The ship launches, and let's go to let me actually pull up the world map. Give me a second. Talks amongst yourselves.
Oh yeah, you guys, Orgoth and Voka, if you ever go into the captain's quarters, yes, you do see that giant, large picture or painting.
I feel
The
like
most
Voka
beautiful
like
painting.
was lecturing Arthur for a bit. He has like this like whistle in his hand. He's like, "I'm watching you, player," and he swings around and swings into the captain's quarters and like is like half like walk, and he looks over, and it's like the portrait of Laphus, and just like the brush strokes are very nice.
That's not a portrait of Lapis, it's a portrait of Ashes.
Oh, it's a portrait of Ashes.
Yeah.
With Bonnie and Clyde.
With Bonnie and Clyde, the skeleton dogs next to it.
The brush strokes are pretty. Are Bonnie and Clyde are they like around now since we're like pulling out?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally, yeah. I'm sure.
I see the likeness. I didn't know we were doing pet portraits.
Oh, did you? Yeah, no, I got that done yesterday.
Speaking of yesterday, where were you?
Oh, I was getting the portrait done, horseback riding.
Oh, the horse
getting
runs
myself-
up. The horse that Lapis was riding runs up the gangplank. It's like runs up to the ship. No, take me with you.
Horseback riding.
Let's around, get the horse.
It's like a white horse with like a beautiful blonde mane sort of deal. Yeah, no, had that. I was getting myself pampered. I got like the whole facial massage, like everything done in a personal maids and all that jazz. Almost got, well, not almost. I wasn't even. The people tried to assassinate me, and it was just a nice time.
Well, and he shrugs and flops into a chair. You could have at least told us you weren't gonna hang out with us. We got you a whole room and everything.
Oh, it was more time based, especially that painting. I think it took like 5 hours.
Well, I believe you. I really do.
The painting probably did take like about that much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Chief Gunnery comes up to the two of you and it's like, "Where's the captain?"
Oh, around.
Captaining, probably.
Yeah, we're
Captaining
not their
somewhere.
keeper. You should look for them.
I'm looking for a place to store the booty, the gold bars.
You could always. My room's right down the hall. You could always put it in there. Not like I have much use for them.
Here, and she's just going to open up her little bag of holding. Just put it here whenever they come around. We can just throw it at them. Not really, but like.
And they put the two Owen and Jacob are like back there behind Chief, holding these heavy gold bars. Like, and they drop them into your bag.
Alright, don't worry, they'll get paid accordingly.
They always do.
And you take off.
Finally.
Yes. You are
God.
leaving and heading to east.
Molly, let's fucking go.
Yeah, east through Taldore. Is that the plan?
Yep.
I think so.
Okay. The full day's travel goes without event. As you get closer to the mountains, go ahead and move one square over. Whoever wants to move that token. You all should have a...
Captain?
Captain? One square over?
Yeah. The mountain...
Wait, no, that's not that. That's that.
Yeah.
Because it's a big square.
Big square,
right?
yeah.
Okay,
as
there
far
we
as
go.
you can get in the day. As you're traveling through those mountains to the north, Voka, it's like you see kind of a storm, like clouds, and you just see the entire mountains are just covered in this white substance. You get a better look at it.
He's like in the crow's nest. He's like borrowed someone's spyglass, and he's like squinting and he's looking at it, and he just calls down to like whoever's below and says, "We're coming upon a strange white substance."
Oh, is it come?
That's
What?
what she said.
I said, is it
No.
come?
Is it coming our way?
He like looks back into the spyglass again. And he's like,
It's to the north. It's the north of you. You're heading east.
"It's to the north of us, and I sure hope not."
Get your proteins, boys.
It's on the top of the mountain, though I've never seen hills quite this large.
So sometimes,
And
sometimes
he like slides down like a rope to like join them.
Sometimes when giants get very,
Cloud
they
giants.
yeah, cloud giants. They really just need to crank one out, and
It's like, check this now. Voka looks horrified.
We earn our explicit rating daily.
some people like to roll in it. Some people like to make figures out of all that stuff.
Gotta make smoothies with it. It's
Arthur says,
great
"I
for
like
your
to make
protein."
snow angels," as he walks by.
Who that?
Arthur.
They
Okay,
call-
no, that one gives you a pass, Arthur. That was good.
People play in the excretions of giants.
I mean, that's a kink.
Are you kink shaming Voka?
Is kink shaming your kink?
I don't believe I have one of those, whatever they are.
I think they're kink asking why.
He like snaps the spyglass shut, and he's like, should we avoid the? We could get an infection, I'm sure.
Part of the north. I mean, these mountains are part of the north, because you're just high enough, but you can see to the east that you're coming up on like a valley, but on the other side of the valley is another mountain range full of cloud giant ejaculate. So
Whenever that happens,
It's canon now. It's fucking canon now.
When we see that, Laphus is gonna give Voka a side eye and just goes, "Give me that, give me the." Oh God,
What are you
sorry,
trying to
I was.
say,
Oh, it's
Jaiden?
just a stain on your spyglass, bro.
Give me your cummy, Sky Daddy.
okay,
I don't like it.
north, make a survival tracking.
Am I being helped by Mr.
Yes,
Gunnery?
yes, he is.
Get out of
here.
this cummy expedition.
He's out there with the astrolabe, sorry.
Can I give you inspiration?
Thank you. I'll take
Give
it.
the DM
I'll take it.
inspiration.
Okay. Navigation. That's an ass. Hold on. Ass +8 though, so
Well, it's a good thing we got that Astro lube.
13.
13. Okay.
Not bad, but it's not good.
Not good. There's the winds that are coming from the south appear to be pushing you to the north instead of like going south of that mountain range that I can't actually read because it's real zoomed out right now. Let me actually look on the other map. Zoom. Like north of the Bramblewood, you're actually going to be going over those mountains, that mountain range that kind of sticks down from Jordan Village. So
Okay, we're gonna
Umbra Hills.
need to go a bit higher.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to go higher because it looks like the storm, like the winds and the cold winter winds are actually kind of like. Looks like you're gonna get your first experience of snow, Voka.
All right, ladies, let's trap her down. Let's
That's
just
not snow. Let Sky Giant come.
The wind is like picking up, and over the next day, the second day of travel, you like the winds are like just really like blowing. The whole ship is kind of like
Does
as you're kind of
anyone
rising.
at any point let him know that it's just snow and not excretion? Because he starts like flying on this trip, he starts like flurrying and like he like shuts himself indoors.
and you just got north like like a child just trying to catch a little like snowflake on their tongue.
He screams.
North, actually north in Laphus, as you're starting to fly up, you feel you hit an air pocket again.
Ah, but
And it kind of goes down and continues to rise up.
Hate it.
And everybody's like, the chief is like, everything okay, Captain?
yeah, no, it's just when you hit an air pocket, sometimes just go, and then you remember that your bladder is full.
And then suddenly, like literally, almost like a minute or two later, it goes, and suddenly rises up, like it was like you were pushing up, and then suddenly like the something happened, and like you get pushed into the air, like almost like in a fast moving elevator, like.
What the fuck?
What is?
What is that?
Yeah,
What is that?
Orgoth races up onto the deck at this point. He's like, "Whoa, what's happening? Are we under attack? What's
I'm doing that
what
just
is all
for
this
fun.
stuff?
Just for fun.
What
Is there
what
a roll I can make to just ascertain what the fuck just happened?
Well, you have to get down there first. Are you going to go
I can't-
outside the ship, or are you just going to like? What are you going to do? What are you going to?
I
What are you
can-
going to look at?
I can send Arthur on a rope. Oh, that's so mean. I'm gonna try with a spyglass first.
Trying to just like look around you, like which direction are you looking?
I mean, if we just went whoops, it would technically be behind towards the bottom, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay, make a perception check.
24.
Okay. Yeah, you just see the ice, the snow just starting to kind of trickle behind, like it's like you know how like a car passes a snow, like when it's snowing and the car goes through and kind of like you see the things, the snowflakes going past. It's just you see the straight lines of the snow off in the distance, kind of the wake. You're leaving a wake in the snow.
Gunnery, ever been to this area before?
No, Captain. We usually go around we stick to the waters.
Yeah. Would have been great. No clue what just happened.
What are you gonna do?
Should we just go higher? Just to make sure.
Anything you want, Captain.
No, I'm just asking that. In general, I need a consensus here. The air's gonna be thinner. We risk hitting more air pockets. But what the fuck was that? Was that a geyser or something?
There was no wind. It felt like more like, yeah, there wasn't like a blast of wind other than like the normal wind that's swirling around you from the incoming winter storm.
My God. Can I use my navigator's tool to just like ascertain where we are right now?
Mm-hmm. Make a survival.
21.
21. You are probably, you just went off course enough. You're probably, let me move your token a little bit. It's more like here. Because this is the middle of the second day.
Okay, I mean, to be clever about it, you should go a bit towards southeast before just riding our path, because we're going straight above some mountains right now.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we're gonna correct course.
Okay. So,
Yep.
Voka, they prepare, like they're having to like chip away ice. Ice is starting to form on the wings. That kind of like
He's like he's like inside his room. He has like a window in his room, and he's like on like he's like in the window and he's looking.
and you just see like the snowflakes going past faster and faster, and it's getting cold, and your breath actually like makes the window fog up.
He's gonna see if this is magical. He's like, you cannot be doing this. This is not how this works.
This is how Voka learns that this is what giant cum does.
Yeah, it's just 9. It's so magical.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay.
He recoils as he touches the window. Just anyone outside the door here, you just hear ah.
You start hitting. Do you go out on deck ever, Voka, over the next like several hours?
If it's snowing, he like tries. He looks at the door, sees it's still falling from the sky, and looks at everyone who's on the deck. On the deck like they're crazy.
Tomta, his just icicles hanging from his beard as he's out trying to get. What?
That's just the thing Voka thinks it is with a mental image.
He's like looking like mouth kind of agape like.
You see more people like opening up their mouths to taste some of the snow.
He just points and is like, "You are all disgusting."
North at this moment just taking a snowball, pelting it at Voka.
Roll the hit.
Yeah, roll a hit. Yeah.
Hold on, what's my bonus?
It would be your dex.
And proficiency, I'm sorry.
It's range, yeah, no, I get it.
That's a 14, that's gonna miss.
Yeah, he like, as he sees it coming, he swings his door. Like in
As
time
he's
by the-
coming.
As when he like, and he like sticks his head out from the door as he like blocks the blow and he says, "Are you insane?
Another one.
Why are you throwing this gross
That's a
shit
natural
at me?"
19 for a 21.
He like in the middle of saying it hits him square in the face.
This reminds
Some of it gets
you,
in the mouth.
Yeah, this reminds you. It's cold and wet and instantly melts. It actually reminds you of those fruit slushies they used to make in the plaza back at Ankara.
Does it taste like water, Ron?
But it tastes like water. Yeah.
He's laying on the ground. It's 1 dot. It's 2 dots. It's 3 dots. And just like from the ship echoes, Laphus!
She's like cozying up near like the little fire nook in the captain's quarter. Just goes, oh, he finally found out.
And
Ash's ears just kind of perk up, like look, turn for a second, like toward the noise, and just he lays his head back down.
he then quickly gets up and he's also scooping up snow and pelting it at North. Like, get back here!
And North, who's at the helm, just plunk.
How does Orgoth feel by the snow anyway?
So I think during all this, he came up and he's like, "Oh, what's that? What is this?" And he's like looking around, and I'm assuming one of the deckhands, right, like, because they're working,
Bro,
right?
that's
so he
just
would like
snow.
with Owen or
Yeah.
Jacob or something.
Yeah, they're trying
Right,
to
he
keep ice
falls
from
in to
building
help
up on
them.
the sails and building up on.
Right. He's like, but what are we under attack by? Like some what is this? What is happening? And he'll like help, but he's super confused because he's from Jigao. He's never seen snow. He doesn't know what this is. It's something, and they're like having to scrape it off to save the ship, as far as he can tell. So, but I think they would tell him. I'm guessing, like,
Yeah.
it's snow.
The thing is, Orgoth asked. Voka didn't.
He didn't, but also he fucks with so many people. I'm sure a couple people were pretty fast to get back at him.
Yeah, so he'll chip in and like make sure that he's helping the crew with whatever they're doing to secure the ship against this snow. But I think he kind of gets a little delighted by the end of this, like, whoa, this is pretty fun. Like, this is great. And whether it's before or after Voka knows what this actually is, at some point,
I'd say like
Orgoth's
20
making like
minutes.
a big Orgoth snow angel out on the deck at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You're there
And it's
during the yelling of the Laphus, like his realization.
And yeah, so it's just pretty cool. This is neat. What a fun new experience.
The entire time, as you're starting to like crest the mountaintops and head back down the other side, the eastern side, the entire time, Pura has been below decks, doing a lot of praying, like little like kind of more meditation kind of things. She basically just kind of like sits on the ground, her hoop skirt like poofed out around her, stays out of your way, doesn't offer like Chief Gunnery tries to get her to eat real food, but she still just doesn't want to partake and eats the food that she creates magically.
And when it's cold, what do you make? You make something warm, like hot cider.
Yeah.
Oh, so people would like warm up some of the wine that they have.
Oh, mulled wine.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, I think I'm gonna just maybe go offer her a peace offering in the form of a glass of mulled wine.
Okay. Make a perception check.
23.
Oh, okay. North, I'm gonna give you some like how Matt Mercer like does the whispers.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this is all happening and like everybody's like starting to enjoy the stuff that they're doing. Laphus is mostly gonna stay indoors. Like she doesn't feel the cold, but she'd rather not like get her hair like wet with the snow or anything like that. And the dogs are still out there. The dogs are still running around. Ashes is mostly staying inside, especially after he had like that pampering. So he's feeling good. She's feeling good. And anybody who like comes into the because I'm sure it's like the warmest would be in the captain's quarters because she constantly has like a little fire going and everything like that. And here and there, I feel like people would come in with like their mulled wine or like hot cider or something, and they would just play board games with each other.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
At some point during that Laphus, during that time, Orgoth shows up, and he's got like the cloak, that traveling cloak he has, like, and because he's keeping something, and he's like, I wanted to say thank you for like all the books that you gave me, like the book on sailing, and the terms and everything, and well, I got you this, and he hands over a package that's maybe, I don't know how big it is, but like 10 inches by
It's a
5 inches
hardcover,
or
so it's
something.
like it's a bigger
Yeah.
book.
It's
yeah.
it's a bigger size like thing wrapped with, but obviously a book. Because I'm sure that the kobold didn't wrap it up super good, or the goblin didn't wrap it up super good.
No.
But yeah, he's like, oh, I got this for you.
Oh, thank you. And she probably sees like one of the like a couple of the letters like clearly on there, and she just opens it up in front of him.
And it's a copy of Hold On, Babe, I Gotta Go to the Goblin Sex Dungeon.
Oh shoot, I remember this one. Oh, well,
Because
thank
for the
you,
listeners,
Orgoth.
in episode 1, Laphus, while we were in Jigao, used that as an excuse to leave the party to go find, you had to go find a sequel to this Onion book, but the sequel was called Hold On, Babe, I Gotta Go to the Goblin Sex Dungeon. So he just remembered that the whole time and finally realized, oh, well, Laphus is giving me books and stuff. I should give Laphus a book back.
The author's name, you look,
It's
is actually
Arthur.
Narf, and it's signed on the inside.
Oh!
Oh, awesome. She's going to look at the what does it say? Like, because it says like to this, or it has like an inspirational quote, and I say that in quotations.
Like signed. It's because I don't think you didn't say who it was to, right, Orgoth? So
No, I just said it was a
would
gift.
just say it would say
Don't stick your dick where I wouldn't.
it would say may you find the sex dungeon of your heart, Narf.
Orgoth, this is actually very, very sweet of you.
Well, you're welcome. You've been like really helpful, and even when you've been like
Kind of a bitch.
harsh, it's been
Yeah.
it's been like from a good place, and I know that I haven't had a lot of that in my life, and probably needed it. So so thanks.
Oh, you know what? You're welcome. And here, this is a book. Recently got it, finished it very, very quickly, but I feel like you would like it. Barely any sex scenes, but it's mostly a comedy. It's a comedy adventure. It's called The Druid, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And she like hands him that book.
Oh, thank you, Laphus. That's really nice. I will read it.
You do that. It's really informative of various. And she like looks around and she goes, positions that you can do in small spaces, such as the closet.
Okay, that's probably, yeah. I mean, because I'm pretty tall, so a lot of times like spaces that are normal for other people are smaller for me.
More fun when you're out of the closet, though.
And
Oh.
he's like,
It's true.
and he's like, okay, thank you, Laphus. That means a lot. Thank you.
By the end of it, everybody's just gonna have one of the books that Laphus gives them. Like I'm like Ned. I'm pretty sure she gave Wilvin a book before he left.
Mm-hmm.
I think she did, and Dermot has been contaminated by the
Yeah.
He enjoys them. So.
He enjoys them for the plot because they do have interesting plots. There's just a lot of sex in there as well.
Do you want to have a quick slang Canadian French lesson?
Sure.
Do it.
Plot in Canadian French, a plot is a pussy.
Yeah, that's why you read it for the plot, or you watch it for the plot.
You read it
Jokes.
for the
Plot.
North, you approach Pura with something warm.
Yeah.
She like puts her
probably
journal
without alcohol, because I don't know if she drinks any.
Yeah, you know, she has been completely silent. She hasn't even really made, like, even during like you overheard some of the crew say, like, during some of the rough weather, she hasn't even made a noise at all.
Just black tea.
And she takes it
with
nods
with
her-
bring with a bit of milk and a bit of like
Mhm.
sugar in it.
Yeah, she looks up at you with her gray eyes and kind of nods, like kind of does a little hand signal for thank you. And
Look, the trip's gonna be long. If you're welcome to come upstairs if you want.
she kind of like quizzical looks at you. Insight check.
That's very good for me. 15.
15. She basically is like looks at you like just seeing like how everybody interacts, and she's like, "Are you sure I wouldn't get in the way?" Basically, it's like kind of like, "Are you sure?"
Oh yeah, I'm fucking sure.
She holds out her hand,
Okay, come on.
and you lift her up, and she comes out onto the deck. She's actually like this. Her gown. She has like a fur stole over, and
Just
like,
gonna take her for a walk on deck. I'm not
Mhm.
going to be like, oh hey, here's Pyrrha. Oh hey,
Yeah.
here's Pyrrha.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if she's comfortable with going to see people, yeah, whatever. But
I mean, she kind of like
just-
any
yeah.
conversation that's happening. If you stop for the conversation, she just kind of stays there out of the way, quiet, listening, and doesn't add anything to the conversation at all ever.
just taking some air. Also like, haha, snow.
hmm She kind of picks up some of the snow that's on the railing and kind of forms a snowball and lets it fall over the edge.
And after a bit, after when you come up on the deck, Voka is he stopped like snowball fighting anyone, and he's just like, even though he's cold, he's very cold. He has been just like looking straight up into the sky, watching the snow flurry with this kind of like wonder in his eyes.
hmm And Pura eventually goes back downstairs. Once you get past the mountains, it's a clear shot to the ocean.
Let's fucking go.
And you get there, and as you are, let me pull the map over. And
Whoop, whoop.
you basically get to the Menagerie Coast pretty simple, pretty easily.
How many days is that, Ron?
Probably 3 more days.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 3 more
Thank you.
days.
Boop, boop, boop.
Just
And
gonna make
as you're
sure-
approaching the Menagerie Coast and the Hearthstar Peaks, I'd like who all's on deck. It's like the sun is setting in the west. It's like bright, really bright. There's not very many clouds in the sky. Who's on deck right now? Late in the afternoon.
Me, pick me.
Okay, Orgoth and North make perception checks.
That's working.
That's ass. That's an 11. But
I have a
my pass
I have a 25.
have a passive of 21. I don't know if that counts.
Orgoth, you're towards the back of the ship. And then suddenly from out of the sun, you see another sky ship heading down towards you. Fast, moving very fast, heading toward the ship. They're flying the skull and bones flag from their mast. And that's where we're
Do I
going
know
to
what that-
stop for the week.
Pirates.
Do I know what that means?
Ron, would I recognize that ship?
Maybe? Actually, no, you would not. You would not recognize
No.
this ship. No. As far as you know, North, make a history check for me.
History.
Dang. Laphus, it sucks that Laphus isn't there. Otherwise, she would have like done something like shoot down your ship before it came around.
I would have to roll for exhaustion if I still have iridium poisoning.
You don't know of any pirates that have skyships. They're pretty much.
Wow, they upgraded.
I think I was gonna like wonder. I think actually because Orgoth was born and raised in Jigao, which is a port town, he knows damn well what skull and crossbones
Mhm.
mean.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, he would cry out like, "Pirates coming out of the sun!" And he like points up, and that's what trying to
that's
draw
where we're
everybody's
gonna
attention
stop.
to.
Yeah.
Yes, fuck yes, pirates.
Yeah. It's exciting.
the wait, where's my thing? There it is. Okay. Um, anything we want to talk about before we do a wrap up? That was a great game today.
I
We
want to
got
keep playing.
we could get so much more done if we could play longer.
Exactly.
I want to keep playing. I want to see the pirates.
Pirates.
I have to populate that pirate ship. Just give me a week. So
Exactly.
Oh.
anything you want to talk about? Let's do a wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill playing Orgoth. You can find me, I don't know, probably someplace digitally at Bill freaking Roper. Where you can really find me hanging out mostly actually is on our Discord server, which I will gratefully and humbly invite you to. You should absolutely join us over on the Severed Studios Discord. It's hilarity ensues, including the ridiculousness of us while we play this live on Twitch, posting no context spoilers and artwork that we're making. So you kind of even get to see a little bit of our fun behind the scenes tomfoolery while we actually go through these very serious times. Actually, it's been really fun. I will say, it being much more lighthearted for the past several episodes. Now that we finished with the terror beneath Ank'Harel. But thanks everybody for listening. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Whether you get us on the VODs or live on Twitch while we're streaming or picking us up on podcasts, it's just like super important to us that you're here, and we appreciate you.
Oh, Bill,
Hey,
thank you.
everybody.
Sorry,
Oh.
Bill, thank you for those the puppets. I just wanted like the puppet animations that you did because I just saw Laphus puppet reading a book and they just look so amazing. I never catch when the animation happens and I just caught it. So thank you.
I owe North Animations. We never thank God Jaime's always here, so the puppet never has to go up. But I did the one for North and then like realized when I was doing Vokas I'd never put animations in, so I have to do that this week.
I'm here even with the COVID when it happens. Let's go.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I'm Jaiden. I was playing Laphus. Got a new book that was graciously given to her by Orgoth. Got a great painting of ashes, and so we're just having a grand old time. Definitely check out the Discord. A random thing. I don't know if you guys seen it around, but apparently they have been selling out 7-Up Shirley Temples.
What?
Very delicious. We've been getting them, and the moment we get them in, people buy them in bulk. So they would get like 5, 6 of them at a time. They're very delicious. So if you find, and they only come in the cans, or the 12 pack,
Yeah.
and in the 2-liter bottles. They don't come in anything else. Just those two.
Oh, I'm gonna look.
So if you can, if you find
That
them,
sounds really
get it and
good.
try it because they're actually, it's really delicious.
We have someone in chat agreeing.
I have a bottle with me right now. And we just got some more in, but apparently, according to 7-Up, it's not selling well. And I say that in quotations because apparently it is.
buy.
Yes,
Yeah.
buy it.
Hey everyone, it's Jaime. I've been playing North the Adrian Roguelock. Yes, Warlock. Sometimes. You can find me on Blue Sky Tumblr at Sealclad Vicar. We have a Patreon. You know the drill. Go check it out.
Hi guys, I'm Mira, and I've been playing Voka, and you can find me at Cube Mangoes most places. But I'm on the Discord mostly in the TTRPG chats talking about whatever specific roleplay or D&D thing I did, or spamming the art chat with the various doodles that will never be finished because that's what I do. But thank you for watching and thank you for being here. Bye.
And my name is Ron Murphy. You can find me on Blue Skies at Ron88Keys. Please follow us on all the socials at Severed Studios. Follow us here on Twitch, and you'll get notifications when we go live. Few and Far Between is a production of Severed Studios. Please check out our other shows like Severed Sons and other side quests on Twitch, YouTube, and everywhere you get your podcasts. Links are in the show notes. And I almost said keep on rolling. What's a good one? Let's see.
We
Pirates.
still need to find.
We'll workshop it.
We'll workshop.
Yeah.
Pirates.
Yo ho ho!
Yo ho ho.
Yeah.
Arr!
Bye everyone.
You'll have so
Bye.
much fun. You'll wet your plants.
Bye.